If you're seeing this, then that means it's Tarot Tuesday. Welcome to Tarot Tuesday. My name is Lara. If you are new here, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. It's nice to have you. We didn't get lit. How interesting. Isn't that a fascinating way to start our reading today? Okay, I'm going to try to keep that in mind for us. Here we go. Welcome, everyone. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, welcome. Yes, like I said, my name is Lara. Happy to have you here. Tarot Tuesday is where we take a look at the next 7 days. What we have in store for the week ahead for us. Whether you are here and it's Tuesday, if it's Tuesday, great. If it's not Tuesday, great. We're talking about Tuesday, August 6th through the 12th. Yes, August 6th through the 12th in 2024. But if these messages are finding you and that's not where you're at, that's fine, because time is not linear. So whenever these messages are finding you in the space-time continuum, it's exactly when you need to hear them. You can trust that. Yeah. So this reading also is a general reading for the collective of people who find this video and these messages. So we're looking at the overall energies that we're working with. We'll be talking a little bit about the astrology, as well as diving into the tarot. I have some oracle to consult as well. And so these are general energies for all of us for the next 7 days. So if something is not like super detail specific, that's fine, because we're looking at themes, patterns, behaviors, and these can all manifest very differently for different people, and they can manifest differently across your entire life. So there is no limit to how these energies can manifest. So bear that in mind. You know what's meant for you. You know best as far as these messages. So if something is resonating, that's amazing. If something's not really resonating, maybe that little bit isn't for you. It's for somebody else that's here. And that's okay too. And you can trust, however you feel, as long as you're here and doing your best to keep an open mind and open heart, and are willing to face your own truth, you'll be all right. You'll figure it out. I know you will. I have faith in you. So take what you like, leave the rest. Get curious about what triggers you, or what you absolutely are like resisting. Wow. All right. Yes. So yeah. So that's a little bit about what we're here to do today. I have my Oracle of Mystical Moments. We'll pull from that. We'll catch a vibe. I have my tarot cards. I also have my spicy Oracle. If you know, you know. And but let's talk. We'll talk a little bit about the astrology. There's been a lot going on, and I've been recording quite a few videos because we actually very recently, on August 4th, we had a new moon in Leo. So big energies. We're full blown in Leo season at this point. This is big cat energy, the lion, bold, courageous. This is also a very heart-centered energy. So a lot of what we're being asked right now is like, what are you doing, and is your heart in it? Because if your heart's not in it, why are you doing it? And other things challenging us in other ways. The 6th also is, so this is just a day after Mercury stations retrograde. So it's going to be there for a couple weeks. My retrograde is already retrograding. I don't know about you. But also Mercury is not the only thing retrograding right now. We also have Saturn retrograde. We have Neptune retrograde. Those are bigger planets. We're going to be working with that energy like for the rest of the year pretty much. Also, and if you saw the new moon messages that I put out, also, I forgot to mention in those, Chiron is also in retrograde because why not? Why not? So yeah, just like right out of the gate, and I am just like really forced slow down. I'm trying. I'm not good at it, and it's really hard for me not to slow down. Like today's like my day off, and I'm working. I have stuff I gotta do. No one else is gonna do it for me. So anyway, but we do what we can, and I did, for what it's worth, like slowed down enough that I took a nap that was at least an hour. So that's great. So yeah, a lot of really introspective, retrospective energies happening right now. And yeah, what else? Oh, so we're like in the Lionsgate portal as well. This opened up July 28th or 26th. I've seen both out there, but like I've seen people say both out there. But yeah, so the Lionsgate is when our sun aligns with Sirius, the star Sirius, that is also aligned with Orion. So this Sirius is considered our spiritual sun, where our sun in our solar system is like, this gives us literal life, like physical life. Sirius gives us spiritual life. So they're aligned, which creates a thinning of the veil. There is access to more information, downloads, you know what I mean? So like, honestly, all these retrogrades, if you're able to slow yourself down, it's a good time for getting your downloads, but it's also a really super potent manifestation portal. So this last new moon, also on August 4th, was super big manifestation, stepping into heart-centered energy. What have you always wanted? Now you have it's the time to go for it. And then on the 8th, we have the peak of the Lionsgate portal, which is another incredible time to manifest. So if you were like me and you had too much to do and you had to make some sacrifices, there's a lot more opportunity here. But the Lionsgate portal in general is a really good time to manifest. And we're going to be going through the Lionsgate portal all the way up to the 12th. So the very last day of our week here will close us out in the Lionsgate portal. And then we're on to the next thing, right? So a lot going on. There's a lot of moving, shifting. Yeah. So without further ado, let's just dive into it. I've got my Oracle of Mystical Moments, so let me just give a little shuffle here and see what the universe would like to say. Cute. Okay. I'm gonna shuffle though. Thank you. Okay, so could we have a woo clear and concise message? How interesting. Give me 1 second. Okay, so interestingly enough, when I shuffled, we had, I'm going to show you them and we'll take a look together. So we actually have 3 cards I'm really feeling. This card is the card that shot out of the deck to the moon and back. Okay. really beautiful. The skirt here is like it's white feathers. Do you see that? Maybe you've been seeing white feathers. It's a pretty well-known synchronicity. This figure is also holding a couple birds. She's sitting on this half moon like it's a swing, and she's looking forward with her hand like this. So I feel like there's like some element of looking ahead to the future, to the moon and back. This is also giving like dreams. Like what did you want to be when you grew up? Right? What did you want to be? What dream was so big it took you to the moon and back? And the birds on her shoulder signifying some divine guidance, some spirit guide. Okay, so there's that. To the moon and back. But then, as I was shuffling, also asking for a clear and concise message, these two cards actually just flipped over. They were still tucked in the deck, but I noticed that they flipped over. So I pulled them out as well. And now I just dropped one. Hang on. So we have Abracadabra. This one's a little jumpy too. I love this card. This reminds me of the Magician from the Tarot deck. It's giving, 1 foot in both worlds. It's giving sacred geometry, it's just giving so much. Abracadabra. So to the moon and back, Abracadabra. And then the other one here is My Dear Friend. So, and this is sort of like a friendship that has grown together over time. You can see her hair is these horns on the deer. I don't know if they have like a special word. I don't know too much about deers. You'd think I would, but anyway, so My Dear Friend. I'm just gonna flip through the book just a little bit. I'm gonna get some keywords. I don't think we need to go into too much. Maybe the My Dear Friend one, just to sort of make sure I'm clear on what we're looking at. But to the moon and back, yeah, desires, wishes, longings, abracadabra being magic, secrets, patterns, and destiny. So that already between these two is giving like this dream that you've always wanted, the thing that you're longing for. There's magic and destiny and like things left to be revealed for you. And My Dear Friend is lifelong friendship, dependability, and solidarity. So this is also like taking in consideration like who's been there for you. Who's been there for you? Interesting. And that could be like literal, figurative, we're gonna keep going and we're gonna find out. Yeah, let me just... Yeah, this is really about like loving, long-term friendship, companionship. There's definitely someone who's seeing you down the road, and all of that's coming through too with To the Moon and Back, because there's these little birds here that are signifying, and I'm seeing this as like spirit guide energy, animal spirits, ancestors, those kinds of things. You've been uncovering your potential for magic, as is your destiny. And it's almost as if there is like someone who's been with you, guiding you through all of this, is really asking you to come back and remember what this was. This is big. This is big stuff. And I think this has kind of been like coming up already, but I'm gonna get some spicy oracle here. Okay, I've got 3. Let's do it. What do we got? Ooh. Okay, so we have, I think I'm reading them this way. All right, we're going for it. Double Dare You, which is giving like really friendly companionship. This could, for some of you very specifically, this will resonate. This could be an animal companion that you actually had in your life that's no longer with you. That's super specific. 1616. For some of you. Double Dare You. I mean, now you try. So this is like, for me, this is, yeah, I feel like there's actually an energy coming through, like very specifically, someone for you. Friendship, if you have developed connection and some kind of communication to your spiritual team or whatever, what have you, this really feels like this is like someone coming to talk to you, and it's someone who, this was a relationship, this was a connection. I'm really feeling it was an animal, but I guess it could be anything, because, I mean, technically humans are animals. Man versus bear, anyone? But, you know you know what it is. And it's a relationship that was really beautiful. There was a lot of connection, support with each other. You saw each other through a journey, a chapter in your life before they left you. I'm also feeling like, I know this is like meant to represent snow, but it's as if the bottom is fading away. So this is also giving ghost vibes, okay? So no longer here with us. And it was a relationship that really challenged you in a healthy way to grow. Because we have Double Dare You, I mean, kind of like, you know, what did you expect? And like, now you try, especially with the dream stuff. They are coming back to be like, let's go. You came here to do something, to be something. Let's go. Woo! All right. But it feels very fun. Like, because of the abracadabra card, you have found some power. You have been learning to wield this power as well. So it's different now from before. Before, potentially, when this connection was actually in your physical life, right? This connection was in your physical life, and it was like not the right time for whatever reason, which is fine. And despite the fact that they're not here, they're here to say, now it is, though. Are you paying attention? Now it's time. They're not here, but they've never like left. But you have transformed immensely. And, you know, there you have it. Okay, let's go ahead. We're going to pull some cards. So what is that going to look like for a week coming up? The next 7 days, if you please, could we get a look at what's happening for the collective who's come to this video? Please and thank you. Okay, great. There's one. Let's see, can I please have 2 more cards for looking at the week ahead? Thank you. Thank you. No. Okay. Let's see what we got. Ha! Ha! Huzzah! Wow. Okay. Woo! Can you give me a second? Oh, help us. Okay, here we go. 2121 coming back in. Let's start with our shadow card, where we always start. We're going to talk about the energy that's coming up through the subconscious. So what we have for our week is Temperance. This is fabulous, okay? I think because this is really giving me, just sort of reinforcing that, like, you know, temperance is alchemy. So we're talking, there's more magic, abracadabra here. And alchemy is transforming one thing into something else. Okay. There's balance in the temperance card. There's moderation in the temperance card. Not overdoing things, not underdoing things. Transformation is here as well. This one, as it, you know, again, we're talking about standing in both worlds, with a light and a dark aspect. It's also giving shadow work if you're doing some shadow work. But all of this is like with this higher mind activated. So that's good news. There's patience in this card. Coming up, and underneath that is pretty incredible, is the Hermit. So this is like more shadow. This is going within. This could be like a guide, literal, figurative, or this is like representative of you withdrawing, taking a step back. We are in retrograde right now, getting really reflective. This energy is coming to the surface. Both of these are upright, indicating that this is something that you are ready to address. Okay? You know how to do this, and you're ready to look at things that maybe you weren't ready to look at before. Wow, there's just like so much in this. And the Knight of Swords is coming underneath as well. So going within to hear the messages. Okay? The Knight of Swords is fast, determined. It's cutting through the mental chatter. There's a lot of stillness here, right? In order for this to get through. But this has direction and focus and determination. And I want to tell you It's about your imposter syndrome. If that's resonating, okay? A lot of times I see this card as imposter syndrome. You think you're getting away with something, like maybe you're not qualified. There's a lack of confidence in this. For some people, this could be a little different. This could be like where you're taking more than your fair share from people and situations and things like that. It is like answers coming from this. And so what is that going to look like through our week? Well, it's going to be a little interesting. I think it's something that I'm not picking up on like fear in any of this. A lot of people are really afraid of their shadow work. I think you are understanding this as a very necessary processes in order to gain your clarity around what it is that needs to go or that's not serving you. So in the beginning of this week, we're starting with the sun in reverse. The sun in reverse, I mean, the sun card is just like so positive as it is, right? But in the reverse card, this is like a lack of confidence, maybe some insecurity. You're not feeling like your like Leo best self, okay? Maybe this is like dimming your light, okay? You're going to catch yourself the ways in which you're dimming your light. This is all by design, okay? Because you can't work through it unless you're seeing it. So there's that. All right. But with the sun card, yellow, healing energy is coming through. This is like you are in a place where these insecurities coming up are things that you can identify and heal. You're actively working on transmuting energy in the moment when things come up because you've been paying attention, you know? So trust this process. As we go through the week, again, trust the process. Okay, so we have the King of Cups in the upright position. This is a very mature emotional energy, okay? Emotional intelligence, but also emotional maturity. This is someone who doesn't have to like throw a tantrum to get their point across. This person doesn't have to manipulate other people. They understand that the smartest person in the room is usually the one who is the quietest. Okay, so a lot of serenity again. It could be, this is really specific, but it could be helpful for you to double down on meditation practices as you see whatever insecurities coming up. And then how are we finishing our week? Interestingly enough, we're finishing with the Devil, which is so fascinating. But the Devil card is sometimes scary for some people. It's a card. It's a card of like the shadow, okay? But it is also like our shadow side, those parts of ourselves that we don't find desirable for one reason or another, whether it's we think that or someone else has told us and taught us to think that or thinks that. with all of this really magical, introspective energy happening here, I'm seeing this actually as like a big acknowledgement of the shadow and shadow integration, okay? There's some element of your shadow that is going to be challenged that you will need to take a breath, you know, be good to yourself as it's coming up, because this element that's coming up is something that you will be transforming into your golden shadow to integrate into the fullness of who you are. Because there are a lot of things that are hidden in our shadow that we need, but maybe someone else told us not to. I'm getting like, reverse pride or self-deprecation. Maybe that's what's going to be coming up for you. But there's something about the insecurity that you will be getting in touch with yourself and realizing that it is an aspect of your shadow that's coming to the surface to be acknowledged, to be worked with, to be transmuted, and to be integrated into who you are in order to shift this energy. So, wonder what that's gonna look like. Is this making sense to you? We'll have to see. You'll have to keep me posted. Let me know. Leave me comments below. And like, follow, share this. There's all kinds of information in the description box. If you'd like to connect with me, you're more than welcome to reach out. I also do all kinds of things. There's ways to work with me. I do help people with shadow work, as an example, among a plethora of things. So if you have questions about any of that or what I do, feel free. All that information is below as well. If not, I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for being here. This is what we're going to be paying attention to over the next 7 days. So, you know, yeah, retrogrades, and all of that. Okay, so thank you so much for being here, and until next time, I will then see you on the other side.